Are you looking to get yourself a good start in Sunkenland? This is going to be the video for you. This is a tutorial video on genuinely just starting out in this game. Sorry my character's not wearing any pants. Kind of goes with what Twitch says. This is Sunkenland, everybody, and I'm going to walk you through the easiest way to start out. And I'm talking getting yourself some flippers so you can swim faster because you're going to be spending a lot of time underwater scavenging all the different buildings and a bunch of other places. I'm going to be showing you the best place to get components, best early game weapons, and yeah, just a really easy way to start out. It's just going to be a short tutorial video, so if you like this content, please leave a like and a comment down below. I'd really appreciate that, and subscribe and get that bell on because I'm going to be doing a few more of these. This game is still in early access, so I want to get the jump and teach you guys early on about how to start this game. Let's get into it. We've got our character. You can set up your own. There's a little bit of character customization available at the moment. We're just going to create this in a brand new game. I'm going to set this up as tutorial, change this down to easy. This is, after all, a beginner's guide. So if you're wanting to do like the hardest runs, this video is not going to be super helpful for you. This is how to start out with the best stuff as early as you can get it. And this is off my recommendation as well. This is the stuff that I recommend that you get early on. Getting flippers is going to make you swim faster. It's not necessary, but it's going to be faster overall if you pick them up early. And you can do it from the moment you spawn in. I'm also going to be showing off a bunch of locations for the hard to get things like components. They spawn in very specific spots, and I'm going to be noting those in the description down below. This is Castaway Island, and that is where we're going to be heading. These buildings just here are what we're going to be looting as soon as we have a pointy stick, or as the game would say, a spear. So we're going to go chop these trees down. You automatically start with an axe, which is beautiful, so we're just going to cut this tree down as quick as we can. Make sure we have enough wood. You're going to need 10. Okay, and I'm already running out of stamina, something to keep in mind. All right, beautiful. As you can see, we need 10. Let's see how many we get. I think we might be good. Starting out with a whole bunch. Let's make ourselves a pointy stick. Click and drag that into our inventory. To access these weapons, just press the corresponding number key. So 1 for your axe, 2 for your pointy stick, and so on. We're going to go take on these Marlin. Each of these take 4 hits with a spear. Keep an eye on your oxygen and just either wait for them or chase them. It's up to you. You're not going to have the necessary speed to catch them, but they do follow specific routes. So we're just going to stab them as we get up close with them and hope that it doesn't take too long. There we go. There's one. Thankfully, they made these relatively easy to kill. I guess on easy, I don't know if they get harder to kill as you play. The best part is these guys cannot hurt you, so you're just free to take them out at your own pace. Just make sure you keep an eye on your oxygen levels. They are a little finicky to catch, though. There's 2. Can I get this third one? There we go. Beautiful. All right. That's also gained us some much-needed food, and once we've got our flippers, we're going to be gaining a whole bunch of other materials, which we can actually do right now. These, like this car right here and these buildings just here, are the first place we're going to scavenge. We're not even going to go look anywhere else just yet. We're going to make our way straight down to these cars and start scavenging. We're going to see what we get. We got some components. We got a piece of cloth. We got 2 components out of that car. That may vary on your games. I just know that the locations of the chests don't change. Scavenge everything you can in this area. You're going to need 6 cloth in order to make 2 lots of rope to make your flippers so you can swim a whole lot faster. Honestly, swimming is faster than the boat, which is ridiculous. If you see a fridge, fridges are more than likely going to contain food for you, and that's something you're going to want throughout this game. We're going to be going over the easiest way to get food in just a minute, and in my personal opinion, it's going to be the planters with strawberries. They don't take long. You can harvest like 3 per day. And each planter will do 2 strawberries. It's not guaranteed that you get seeds from every one that you eat, but it's something to look into. What you will notice is you don't have a huge amount of inventory space to start out with. So we're going to duck straight back onto this island and make ourselves a little storage bay. A little tip with this, you can only place chests and anything on foundations. So find yourself a spot where you'd like your foundation. I'm going to chuck one just here. And then we're going to go cut down some more trees to get some more wood and build some storage. Storage is anything on this list here. Wooden chest, metal chest, ammo box, you name it. We're going to be specifically building just these because they're really easy to get your hands on nice and early. Inside this building right here is our first components chest. This is the exact coordinates on your map. 757 and 1125. Head in there, head down the bottom, and there should be a toolbox right there that you can scavenge. It should contain 4 to 5 components and a couple of other very useful items. Breakable stuff in the universe can also give you wood and cloth. In that case, that one just gave us some wood. You can always break more and check out more stuff with those. The best place to find cloth in any of these ruins is going to be inside washing machines, which you don't even have to think too hard to make sense of it. So there's one right here. Hopefully we get 3 or 4 out of it. Would be really helpful. Secured ourselves 4 cloth. Now we're going to check our inventory. I think we've got enough. We need 6. Which we do. We have 6. We're going to craft ourselves 2 lots of rope. And then in the tools section, we're going to scroll down until we see our diving fins. And click and drag those onto our person. Now we're going to be able to scavenge a lot of other resources really quickly, and to get to more of these tool chests, they're a little bit of an adventure away. So these fins are going to help you get there a lot quicker. We're going to scavenge a few more things in here. Once you've scavenged everything there, you're going to need to build your base up just a little bit bigger. Like I said, you can't place a lot of stuff unless you're placing it on a foundation. The next thing we're going to look at building is in our standard build menu. And we're going to be building our research table. So we need 4 components, 10 scrap, and 15 wood. That is your next goal. So get yourself some flippers, get yourself a research table. And we're going to look to upgrade our research table almost immediately. That's why we're searching for components as soon as we can. Components give you access to better weaponry, better upgrades on a lot of your stuff. There has been some issues. Again, this is still in early access, but there has been a few issues with the placement and things. Just keep that in mind. It might not rotate properly. It might not work properly. It's because it's early access, far from polished. Quick note, you can scavenge things from this island. There's going to be a few lots of food, mushrooms, and strawberries in particular. Utilize that, collect them, hold on to them. They're going to be useful. We're going to grab our wood, our components, and our scrap. Hopefully we have enough of all of the above. Where's our workbench? Let's build our research table. And we're going to go and take a quick look inside this. This is all the stuff you can make really early on. I would recommend getting armor organized almost immediately if you're going to go and chase anything. But if you're going underwater, none of that really matters. This is what we're going to be going to. We're going to be chasing more components, some rubber, and I can tell you the best locations for that. Some more wood and some more scrap. You should have a ton of that just here, just by scavenging a few places. For rubber, we're going to make our way over to the trading hall, which is straight over this side of the island. We're going to use it to grab some rubber from the tires that we find. You can also find it in other ruined locations down in the depths. This is just the easiest place to get it. We're going to grab all the rubber off this place, so any of those stacks of tires, we're going to go get all the rubber from those. And then we're going to make our way back to our base pretty quickly. You can also scavenge the rest of the stuff around here. Don't be shy. They don't get mad. This is not a faction that's going to go and hunt you. Once you've looted this place, including this chest right here, this should have more of those components that we're chasing. Another 4. Beautiful. We've got 7 now. We need 10. So we need 3 more. We're going to make our way straight back to our little base back on Castaway Island. These locations are where we're going to head next. I'm going to pop those numbers up on the screen just below me here. And that's where we're going to be heading as soon as we've dumped off everything back at our base. Every time you come back here, try and cut down a tree or collect the sticks that are on your island because you're going to want a lot of storage. Head towards this water tower. Make sure your inventory is empty. Cool little note here. If you're struggling with a full inventory, make sure you actually put like some of the food items down inside your hotbar. You can eat them from there. Just keep that in mind. Where are we right now? We're pretty close. There's 3 of these chests right here. One at 587 1090, one at 580 1141, and one at 619 1190. We can actually probably hit that one first. Right here. Head to those 3 locations, grab those 3 chests, get yourself a ton of components, and make your way back. Scavenge everything that you would like to. because it's always good to scavenge extra items. So there's one chest for us. If you've done this right, you should be able to do this within the first day before it actually gets dark in the game. Chest number 2 right here. Chest number 3 right here. Grab all those components. We got 14 components out of that, plus everything we already have back at base. Loot the rest of the stuff if you can. We're going to be upgrading our research table. That's going to give us access to a lot of really good stuff. If you've scavenged everything down there, you should have enough materials on you to build yourself a bed. You don't want to be in the water at night. You'll start to freeze, and that's not very good. So we're going to make sure we've got ourselves wood and made ourselves a bed. We're going to sleep. It should be daytime when we wake up. Let's go. Now with sleep in this, you do sleep an exact amount of time, and you can't sleep again until it's the same time again. It's a little weird. Hopefully that changes, but yeah, you'll get used to that one. Once you've upgraded your workbench to the next level, we're then going to want to get ourselves sorted with our food setup. Provided you haven't ventured off to the wrong islands or tried to go be somewhere you shouldn't be, you're not actually going to have encountered any enemies. Unless you got super unlucky and they decided to raid your little base. So make sure you've got yourself a ton of cloth. Like I said, any washing machines anywhere in the ruins, and you're all sorted. Potentially other stuff. Washing machines are a guarantee. Just like this one right here. Should give you 3-ish cloth per one. I also had some sneakers. Let's go. I'm gonna pop those on. They don't do anything. But I'm gonna put my shoes on. So now I'm not completely naked. We should have found ourselves enough cloth for that. I'm gonna make sure we've got some wood, and we're gonna get ourselves a planter. Once we've got food sorted, we're then going to look at the next major importance, which is your weaponry. Alright, and hopefully with all the scavenging you've been doing, you shouldn't have to go and do any extra hunting. As you can see, I need food and water. You're going to want to get yourself your purifier alongside your food all at the same time. And again, it's the same deal. Get off my base. Yeah, that's what I thought. You can only build this stuff on a foundation. So wood's going to be a pretty constant thing here. Scrap and components, I know we have those. Let's build ourselves a purifier. Beautiful. And you're going to also need to get yourself a bucket, which is just some scrap. Again, you should have tons of that. It's in your tools section. Build yourself one of those. Chuck it into your hotbar. Fill it up with seawater and fill up this boy. Early scavenging is going to give you pretty much everything you require to get yourself in a pretty good starting position. Make sure you've got yourself enough wood and smash that into there. That's our water purifier. That's going to go do its thing. We're going to go get the rest of the stuff that we need for these planters. So we need 12 wood. Planters have the beautiful ability to be able to plant bushes, which also give you sticks. So aside from your daily harvesting of sticks on your island, you will also be able to get a ton through your planters. I recommend making a whole bunch of these, but starting with one is going to give you easy access to consistent food, and that is what we're looking for. That is the necessary stuff to live off in a survival game. We should have everything we need to make our little planter, so we're going to build one of these bad boys. We're going to look for our strawberry seeds, which are in here, and we're going to plant those. These do not take that long to grow at all. By the time that you've planted one of these and gone and scavenged a bit more and come back, it'll probably be grown. You're guaranteed to harvest 2 per planter every single time. We've got water, we've got food, and if you want to make yourself a grill, that is the next thing on the list, but it's not super necessary because we're using strawberries as our main source of food. The final thing we're going to go over today is your basic starting weaponry, and I highly recommend the bow. Make sure you've got yourself enough cloth. Make yourself a bow. Bows are insanely good. Arrows are really cheap, and you can make an absolute ton of them. See, look at that. We literally ducked underwater, and we already have them pretty much there. They're not quite done, but they will be very soon. All right. Make yourself a bow. It is going to save you so much time. We have a bow. We've got 20 arrows, and that's it. You are now fully ready to take on this game. You have consistent food, you've got a water source, and you have one of the best weapons in the game for early on, a bow. This will help you take out all sorts of creatures and all sorts of enemies. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you just starting out in Sunkenland. If you want more videos like this, make sure you've got that bell turned on. I'm going to be uploading every now and then with this game, plus all the rest of my regular content. Appreciate you all, and I will see you in the next video.